Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Marshall live, and I am live, and I'm here with a post-election show. There's some things that are on my mind this morning as I see the election continue to roll out, the process continue to roll out, and so I wanted to go live. One, because I wanted to give you guys some peace of mind. Now, I understand that what I'm about to say might upset some people. That's okay. I don't care. But before I get into today's show, you guys know that I'm living in Montana right now. I'm at a cabin in the middle of the mountains. It's in the middle of nowhere. And so real quick, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check some of the feeds here online, and I want to see what it looks like. Like for example, I'm on Facebook right now. Man, the quality is so shitty. Let me check YouTube real quick, because if the quality is this shitty, you guys, right now, I really want to get this out. So if the quality is too shitty, man, the quality is really bad on this. What do you guys think? Quality is really bad on this. I'm trying to do. I love this software I use. It's called StreamYard. It's amazing, and when you have service, it's amazing because you can stream to multiple platforms live at one time. Fuck it. What do you think? Should we stick with it, you guys, or what? Otherwise, should I just go live on one platform and re-upload it? So here's the deal. I know a lot of you guys, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I've been sharing a lot of shit over there. I've been sharing a lot of stuff on Instagram this morning, and it's interesting because, well, one, let me show you some of the stories. What do you guys comment below anyways? What do you guys think is going on? How you guys feel about the election? I want to hear from you guys. If one of you guys wants to come on and share or talk or debate, anything like that, let me know. I'd be more than happy to send you a link. But it's interesting because I'm looking at my phone. I'm going through my stories. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram yet, you should be. But it's interesting because it's like I shared some of these stories. You can't see it, but like here's one. It says the Democrats used COVID as a way to change the election voting process. It wasn't for health reasons. Now you can see that. I've been saying that since March, right? This is true story too. While we were asleep last night, Michigan just happened to find 138,339 ballots. Now, all 138,339 ballots happen to be for Biden. That means that last night while we slept, all of the ballots that Michigan found and counted, not one of more than 138,000 people voted for President Trump. And so I've just been sharing things like this. Like last night, there's nothing wrong with asking why swing states that are run by Democrats where Trump is winning by massive margins just stopped counting all of a sudden. So I don't know if you guys saw last night, but places like Georgia and Ohio and all these places all over the country where Trump was winning and ahead that are controlled by Democratic governors, they just stopped counting all of a sudden. And it's interesting because last night Vegas has been doing the odds, and Vegas, the odds shifted from Biden, which was all day, up to Trump. And at that moment, again, could be coincidence, but at that moment, there was like 4 or 5 states where Trump was leading, Democrat states, and they just stopped counting. In Georgia, they had to stop counting because a pipe burst, all kinds of crazy shit. And so I'm just curious what you guys think about this. But I wanted to come live and I wanted to share some things with you guys that were on my mind. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you voted for. It doesn't matter if you voted for Trump. It doesn't matter if you vote for Biden. It's just interesting because I'm getting stuff here. I'm reading messages from Instagram. I think that people think that I'm being a sore loser. I think people think that I'm trying to be a sore loser because you guys know that I support Trump. But here's the thing. Who wins the election doesn't fucking matter, okay? Who won the election doesn't matter. Like, what I mean by that is we the people have absolutely zero control over anything at all, ever, okay? So let's talk about this real quick because a lot of people are having a meltdown. A lot of people are having a meltdown either way. Trump supporters, Biden supporters, no matter who wins, Trump is going to take Trump already has things working in the Supreme Court, trying to take these states to court. Listen, you can think whatever you want to think. I 100% wholeheartedly believe that there's election fraud. I've been saying this since March, like this whole thing. And a lot of you guys have followed me for a long time. You guys know I've been saying that. But Again, the reason I wanted to come live is because I just want to share a quick message with you guys. It doesn't fucking matter who wins. Like, you guys, it doesn't matter who wins. Like, it does. If you think that your candidate is somehow going to make a big difference compared to the other candidate, you're fooling yourself. So, for example, I love some of the things that Donald Trump's done. I voted for Trump because I voted for freedom in America. I voted for opening the country back up. I voted for babies being born. I voted for gun rights. I voted for our veterans being taken care of. I voted for backing the blue and backing first responders and freedom of speech and, like, you know, America. Like, I voted for all. That's what I voted for, is America. Now, why I'm saying that is because if you think that Trump is the end-all be-all savior of the American people in the world, you're fucking crazy, okay? And if you think that Trump is the end-all be-all antichrist of the world, you're fucking crazy. And if you are going to continue to put so much stock into politics, into media, into these external forces, the propaganda machine within the matrix is constantly feeding you, you're going to keep being unhappy. And this has nothing to do with being broke or successful or anything. Like, we're just talking about being happy. How can I wake up every single morning fulfilled, passionate, happy with what I'm doing? And so I'm waking up this morning, you know, to what happened in 2016, hate and chaos and anger and frustration and people attacking people physically. Wasn't so much in 2016 physical, but physically, you guys see what's going on offline. And it's interesting because I remember in 2016, Trump has a hilarious soundbite where he's debating with Hillary Clinton. You guys know the soundbite. It's one of the debates, and she says something like, "Well, if you were president, blah blah blah, I wouldn't be something." He's like, "Yeah, because if I was president, you'd be in jail because you're a criminal, right?" Trump has always called Hillary crooked, criminal, this and that. There's plenty of evidence to support, you know, the Biden thing that's going on with Hunter Biden right now, that Obama was corrupt, that Hillary's a crook. Like, it's all there. So if President Trump was the savior of all people and doing all things, then why in the fuck hasn't he arrested Hillary Clinton yet? Why in the fuck has nothing happened with Hunter Biden? Okay. So again, I supported Trump. I voted for Trump. I hope that we get this straightened out. I hope Trump wins. I would rather have him right now leading and dictating the matrix as opposed to Biden and communist Kamala Harris. Kamala. Which you guys know that if Biden wins, Biden's not president. Like, it's Kamala that's going to be president. Kamala. I need to say her name right. Should be respectful at least, right? And so lots of things are going to change within the matrix if that happens. But I understand that lots of people are upset, but you've got to understand, and what the point I was making with Trump here just a second ago is that, listen, you guys, this whole entire thing, this whole entire political structure, it's all run by the same people. Like, you guys, both sides of a war are funded. It's the wars in this world are being funded by the same side from opposing, from opposite sides, because it's a money machine. And so if you think that Trump or Biden are different, then you're sorely mistaken, because literally they're two wings of the same bird. It's Rothschild and Rockefeller. Like, it's all the same thing. And so a lot of people right now I see are having meltdowns. And I just thought I'd go live real quick and say, like, you know what? Like, I'll tell you what you can do. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep doing the same shit that I've been doing the last 4 years. All right. Like, I'm going to keep doing the same shit that has made me happy and successful and filled and rich and have lots of friends and being able to travel. Like, I'm going to continue to do that. Okay. I'm going to continue to build my brand. I'm going to continue to help people accomplish their dreams, accomplish freedom. Like, right now for the next 24 hours, my top paid speaker course is going to be 90% off, because I'm thinking this morning, I wake up and I'm like, how can I help people? How can I help people who feel like they don't have any saying? And what I've learned over the last 4 years is literally the most valuable skill that you can possess. And you guys have heard people like Warren Buffett say this. You guys have heard people like Jesse Itzler say this. You guys have heard people like Eric Thomas, and there's Tony Robbins. I mean, literally, Warren Buffett is arguably one of the most successful investors of all time. Didn't go to college. All the degrees he has, all the certificates he has, none of those college degrees, nothing is hanging up on the walls of his office. The one thing, the one certificate, the one award that one of the wealthiest, most successful investors of all time has hanging on his wall is his certificate from the Dale Carnegie public speaking course that he passed. And so why I'm telling you this is because what most people believe is that the ability to create influence is the biggest superpower you can have. I think maybe self-discipline is the greatest superpower you can have. But besides self-discipline, the next one would probably be the ability to create influence. And what I've learned over the last 4 years is there's no better way to create influence than being a great public speaker. And one of the ways to become a great public speaker in the age of social media and the digital world is to understand storytelling and to understand how to tell your story in a vulnerable, transparent, and passionate way that can get people to come to you. Now, a good friend of mine named Caleb Maddox told me one time, Marshall, 80% of the people in the world are going to hate you. 20% of the people in the world are going to make you rich and famous. And so if your goal is to build a brand, to make money and help people, then you got to focus on that 20% of the people. You can't please everybody. Like me making this video is not going to make everybody happy. As a matter of fact, yesterday on my Instagram account, which was, I mean, I only had like 5,000 followers. Yeah, wow, look at that. So my Instagram account is down just over 100 followers in the last 24 hours since I posted this picture of me voting for Donald Trump on my timeline. Okay. And so that's interesting to me because I just woke up recently and I was just like, I feel like I personally have been trying to be everything for everybody, trying to be this woke person and so loving and so grateful. But while doing that, I've stomped out the fire that made Marshall who he is, the passion who made Marshall who he is, the leadership that made Marshall who he is. And yesterday I said, fuck it. Like, if you know me, you know I love you. You know I'll fight for you. But if you're going to play victim and make excuses and be lazy, I'm going to come down on you like a hammer. I just can't help it. And I've been trying to hide that side of me for so long. And it's actually one of the reasons I'm getting out of the personal transformation space. It's one of the reasons that I'm done speaking, that I'm done being an entrepreneur in the media spotlight. Now, again, this isn't about me. And you guys might ask, well, Marshall, what about the Top Paid Speaker course? Listen, the Top Paid Speaker course and Top Paid Speaker workshops are still in play. I'm not going to be coaching and consulting anymore, but I'm still going to be promoting the workshop and I'm still going to be promoting the course. Because I have sat down and made a plan. I have goals and I reverse engineered from those goals to where I'm at right now. And I made a plan right now to work myself back to what those goals are. And so if you are waking up this morning and you're feeling triggered or angry or frustrated about the election, about politics, about, oh my God, what am I going to do next? I'll tell you what you should do next. You should shut the fuck up. You should make a plan. You should set some goals and you should go get that. Because I spent my whole life, 36, 34, 4 years ago. So in 2016, I had just turned 32. I was a massive political advocate. I was a huge Democrat. I, traveled with Obama's campaign all across different areas of the states of California, places in California. I was like Mr. Preaching all the time. If you don't vote, then I don't want to hear you. Like that was me. And so in 2016, when Trump won, I took it really hard. Man. I was like, fuck that. I hate Trump. This country's over. And so what I did personally, and I didn't know back at the time, but I just turned off all social media and I stopped watching all of the media and I stopped watching all the news that I have been doing and watching and consuming for literally my entire life. And you know what happened over the last 4 years? When I stopped trying to prove my point and fight this against that, evil against good, light versus dark, left versus right, blue versus red. Like, you know what happened when I gave all that up? My whole life changed. I launched a business, which later became Top Paid Speaker. I've traveled the world. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've made my clients multiple millions of dollars. I've literally saved lives. I get messages all the time from lives I've saved, lives I've transformed, lives that I've changed. I get the greatest messages that my transformational speaking has helped people change. The Top Paid Speaker, arguably the best course out there for public speaking, has changed so many lives. And again, this is not about me. It's not about me, but what I'm saying is for the first fucking time in my life, when I decided to unplug from the matrix, when I realized that we the people have zero control of what's really going on. And what I did is I doubled down, tripled down on myself. I focused in on what am I really, really good at? And how can I use what I'm really, really good at to leverage that to get what I want in life? How can I leverage what I'm really, really good at to help a bunch of people in life? And that's all I did. I spent the last 4 years, 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, traveling all over, sacrificing my time, money, and energy because I wanted to level up. And you know what happened 4 years later? I get to live my dream fucking life. And I'm just scaling it up from here. Now, again, this is not about me. What I'm telling you is that if you guys think that, listen, okay, I'm a little fired up this morning, okay? Because I am upset that Trump's going to lose. But that's just my ego playing within the matrix. The reason that I left California after 13 years, Southern California, which I love, you guys know I'm fucking Mr. Southern California through and through. Like, I'm that dude. I'm Mr. Only board shorts. Let's get fucking stoned. Let's be hippies. Let's sit around and do all the things and love all the people. But there's also part of me, in my older age now, it's like, that's great. And I still love doing that. But we do have freedoms in this country that people have fought and died for. You guys see that I'm wearing my hat here, Come Home Project. I can't tell you guys, this is a veteran couple. It's a nonprofit that I helped launch. They were clients of mine, friends of mine now, but clients of mine, and I helped them launch this nonprofit. And this nonprofit was designed to help end and combat veteran divorce and veteran suicide. Okay, I have spent a good majority of my professional life supporting veterans. And so one of the reasons that I've been so irked and that I've been voting for Trump and I've been talking about American freedom is because I have so many brothers and sisters that I know personally who have lost loved ones, husbands, wives, who have lost kids, who have lost grandkids, aunts, uncles, who have lost neighbors, teachers to war. People have literally gone and sacrificed their fucking life to die for these little shits that are running around burning the flag, saying that America's the worst, calling everybody racist. Yeah, that fucking upsets me because I know what these people have given. I came from a blue collar community. And so, yeah, I'm a little fired up about this. But again, at the end of the day, if I want to hang on to that anger and that frustration, yeah, I can. But what does that serve me? I can't change the fact that Trump's going to lose. I can't change the fact that there's a bunch of liberal ass pussy millennials out there running around talking a bunch of shit they don't know about, talking about they want war. We're going to bring war. Well, which is fun. Like, come on, that's funny, you guys. Like that. Come on, you guys know that's funny. You guys know how many veterans are in this country. You guys know how many trained men and women there are with arms, with fighting, with combat tactics. Like, if it ever came down to it and everybody was to go to the streets and people are like, yeah, it's going to be a fucking war. I'm telling you, the Antifa people, the Biden people, it wouldn't be good, bro. Which is also why you guys know I'm never not carrying. Like since Las Vegas, since the shooting in Las Vegas that I was in and survived, you guys are never going to see me without. You guys are never going to catch me out of the house without my 9 or without protection on myself. And again, that's my right. It's my right to carry. And so the reason I'm saying that is because there's only certain things in lives that we have control over. Okay, we have external problems and we have internal problems. Now, if I wanted to stay in Southern California, which I did, I didn't want to leave. But I took a look around and I said, yeah, there's parts of this that I love that's ingrained in me. But there's also parts of it that I can't change. And so instead of bitching and complaining and moaning about how it's unfair and taking to the streets to riot and burn and loot and get online and fucking say what you guys should do and who you should vote for, you know what I did? I just minded my own fucking business and I took care of myself. And I said, okay, cool. Well, these are the things that I want and these are the things that I want. I want to smoke pot. I want to fucking be outside. I want to carry my gun. I want to fucking be able to shoot and have freedom and freedom of speech. And I want the veterans and the first responders to be taken care of. And I want life, freedom of religion. I want people to be able to be pro-life and have babies, like all the things. Okay. Now you may not agree with that and that's fine. But instead of trying to put my, foot in the ground, my flag in the ground, and stand my ground in California, I did my research and I was telling you guys a year ago, I said, I'm a free agent. I'm a free agent, man. Any state should want Marshall Gillen because Marshall Gillen's the shit. And you should be thinking the same thing about yourself. And so all I did is I took care of what I could take care of. I found a state that fit everything that I wanted, which shout out to Montana for passing legal marijuana yesterday for adults. That's amazing. I don't have to drive to Washington anymore to buy weed, which is great because it's a 10-hour trip. But all I'm saying is if you're waking up today and you're feeling frustrated or angry, you got to let that go, man, because truly it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter. You guys, this thing is going to continue to go on and on and on. 10 years from now, America won't be what it was. I have a feeling that everything is going to change drastically. But until it does, I'm going to be hiding out in the mountains. You guys know that I'm building a self-sustaining ranch out here, a homestead. That's why I moved here. I don't want to dick around with the government and media anymore. I don't want that anymore. And so I just took control of the things I can take control of, and I will let everything else that I can't handle just do whatever it is. But I'm not going to be reactionary towards what it is that I'm trying to create right now, what it is that I'm trying to build, my goals. Let's see. Hey, Mike Chavez, what's up, bro? I'm not sure who you are. Anyways, guys, so I just wanted to come live and just remind you guys that, look, I know I said it once, but I'm telling you guys again, it's Republicans, Democrats, it's two wings of the same bird. And so just because Trump wins or loses, or just because Biden wins or loses, like I wouldn't base what your life is about on that. And if you guys are feeling angry about any way, shape, or form, I would just turn off the media. turn off social media, turn off the news. And I know that's easier said than done, because literally it's designed to create dopamine hits to trigger us to stay addicted and sucked in. But it's interesting because you guys know, and I've said this so many times, out of almost 100% of the media, the information that we get comes from one of 10 companies. And so if you take a look at this, here's a graphic I like to show. It shows that basically every single news outlet on TV, media, movies, all the things are owned by one of 6 companies. Okay? News Corp, Sony, Viacom, Disney, Comcast, Time Warner. You guys can see that. Now, that's just online. They also own Hollywood. So all the movies, the propaganda that you see in Hollywood, Netflix, Hulu, Prime, all that shit, this is online. Look at how many companies are here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's basically 6 companies that get to decide. They're the gatekeepers to all of the information that you hear. And so when I've been preaching to you guys that the media, that government, that Hollywood is all one and the same thing, and nobody's listening, I'm not surprised at all how this is unfolded. Not surprised at all. And I don't know what's going to end up happening with the fucking election results. But again, if you're going to let your life be dictated on that, then you're a loser. Straight up. And you guys know that I don't use loser as a noun. I'm not calling you a loser. I'm saying that it's an action. I'm using it as an adjective. You're a loser because you're taking losing tendencies, losing habits. And if you can become a winner, but if you're going to let this election, you're going to let Trump or Biden, or you're going to let media, or you're going to let the movies or some fucking bullshit celebrity tell you how to feel, what to do, then you're a loser. And you're going to continue to lose until you let go of that. And I don't mean to be harsh, but sometimes you just need to hear that. And so anyways, that's how I'm feeling about the election today. I wanted to give you guys some help. And again, if you guys want to know, look, we still got to survive in the matrix. We still have to survive in this, okay? We still have to be here. We still have to do this. And so in order to survive in this matrix, you got to make some money. You got to make some money. So if you're an entrepreneur who wants to tell their story, who wants to be heard, who wants to create influence, who wants to be a public speaker so you can create not only more impact, but a lot more income, then for the next 24 hours, I'm going to help you guys out by making my program Top Paid Speaker, which again has made my clients well over $4 million in their first 90 days using it combined. Then go to the link right here in the video, toppaidspeaker.com, and you can grab that right now for 90% off. It's everything. It's everything that you need to know about becoming a public speaker, how to build the brand, how to get paid to speak, how to book stages, how to create courses, how to create masterminds and events. It's everything. And it's 90% off. Because again, you can be a loser, you can be a winner, but it comes down to what decisions you're going to take and what actions those yield and what results you get from those actions. So if you want to have a more resourceful life, a more happy, fulfilled life, then take more resourceful actions. And if you want to continue to live in misery and squalor and fucking anger and frustration and violence, then choose unresourceful actions. You'll get unresourceful results. But anyways, that's it for now. I might come back later. Feeling fired up today. I went to get some ammo this morning. And of course, I can't find any. I have no ammo for my fucking AR. I have some. I don't have that many rounds for my 9mm either. So if you guys have plugs on, I don't even care if it's from the black market. I don't care. If you guys have plugs on where I can get 5.56 ammo, message me, hit me up, fucking send me some, gift me some, whatever. I don't care. But I'm looking for 5.56 and also 9mm. I don't care if it's full metal jacket or what. If you guys have plugs on ammo, I am looking for some. Other than that, you guys don't take this too serious. None of it's real. We can expand on this in another time, but let go of all this bullshit. It's fun to play in the game, but unless you know how to unplug yourself from it, which is again why I live in the mountains, because I know that for my mental health and for my stability, being out in nature is something that helps me. It's something that saves me. It's something that allows me to become the man that I know I need to be, separate of ego and separate of what the matrix is trying to feed me. So anyways, I love you guys. Well, some of you guys are assholes, but that's okay too. It doesn't mean I don't like you. It just, well, yeah, it probably does mean I don't like you. Anyways, I love you guys. More to come. Marshall Gillen show coming back. We're going to turn this into an interview show. I was hoping to get on and have some conversations about some stuff here, but as always, either I'm just not getting the reach because the algorithms don't like me because of the stuff that I share, or because I'm not that interesting and my content sucks. It's either or. Could be the last one, probably the last one, but maybe not. So anyways, I hope this was helpful. I know that was mostly just me ranting, but I think a lot of things are going to change in the world. You guys are going to see a lot of things changing here for Marshall Gillen as well. I'm done just being this nice fucking like pushover, like, oh, let's all be happy. Like I've been the only person not happy, pretending to be that person. And so anyways, dial into who you are, set some goals, make a plan, focus on you, let go of the bullshit out there, and everything is going to continue to change. If you guys want to be part of the Gillen Gang and you guys want to learn how to create more influence, impact, and income in your life, go to toppaidspeaker.com, buy the program, join my free group, Top Paid Speaker Digital Meetup, and let's be friends. I want to help you. All right. I love you guys. See you soon.